Hello guys. So as you can see, that's the set we're doing today. It's a pink flame set. So starting off, I'm just taking off the old product. This is a new client and she came in for design change. So with me, that's basically taking off the old product and applying a new base. So I'm just filing it down as much as possible, so when I apply the new color, the nail is still gonna be thin enough as to where it looks nice and not bulky. So I'm just filing away, taking off any lifting and the remaining color. The bit that I'm using is a safety bit from 𝐏𝐤𝐞 in course. I really like this bit. Like, it files down the product really quickly. But the only thing I would say is, with some bits you can just go back and forth, but this one you definitely have to lift it up and not go back and forth, otherwise it will skip. Like, it could hurt your client. So that's the only thing I would pay attention to. Anyway, so I was so excited to do these nails. Like, I've been dying to get new clients with extremely long nails. And so when I saw these, I was like, yes, please. The Lord heard my prayers. And she really, really loved her set. I loved it too. So that's why I'm showing you guys how I did it, because it's pretty easy. Like, it's not difficult at all. However, I have to say, I'm only showing you guys a few fingers because my camera wasn't, well, my phone, I guess it wasn't filming everything. Some things were out of frame, so I just chose the 2 fingers that were visible so you guys could see. Also, if you notice, I'm always using my fingers to support my pinky. That way I can have a steady hand while using the e-file. That way you make sure that you don't really skip, or that the file slides and eventually could cut your client. Now I'm just using the e-file, not the e-file, child. I'm using the hand file to just file the sides to remove the remaining gel polish, and at the same time reshape the nails. Since these nails are not my work, I felt the need to just touch up a little bit. But normally I would skip this step to speed up the process. Some steps are not really necessary if you know how to apply acrylic in a way that you don't really have to file too much. So now I'm just pushing the cuticles back, and eventually I'm just gonna use, I think it's a cone bit. The tip is rounded so it doesn't hurt your client or dig into the skin, but of course you have to be careful how you do it. At this point I can do it with my eyes closed, so I know I'm not hurting my client. And I always tell my clients also that if they feel any discomfort, just they can tell me, because you know they have to enjoy the process as well. So I'm just cleaning up the cuticles, and I believe I'll come back again with another bit to finalize you won't see, y'all gonna see what it do. It just cleans everything up so beautifully, but I don't know what the bit is called. I'm so sorry, but I just use it as a second step to clean everything up. And the first bit I use to lift up the cuticle. This is gonna make it super easy to cut. And I'm using cuticle scissors, but it's like a mix of a scissor and a nipper. It's just so easy to use. I'm gonna link it down below, because if you're a beginner and you struggle with cutting the cuticles, if you have shaky hands, this is like the perfect solution. So I'm gonna link it in the bio for you guys. Now I'm just using a sanding band. This one is 240 grit, so it's very fine. And I'm just buffing the nail surface and removing any dead skin that might still be on the nail plate. After that, I'm gonna clean the nail and dehydrate at the same time with prep from Beauty Label, I believe. It's the same thing as Young Nails Swipe. Then I go in with the bonder from Beauty Label as well. I don't know the name, but I can link it down below for you guys. It's pretty good. I haven't had issues with it. So now I'm just going in with my first bead, and you can see it's so runny, and I just left it in so you guys can see that we all make mistakes. Like, it's not always going to be perfect. So at first I was trying to work with it, but then I decided to just take it off and start again. So again, I'm using the Beauty Label's Cover Pink. That's like my go-to color, and I believe I'm gonna use 3 beads on this nail. I mean, you can use as many beads as you want. It depends on how you want to work, or it also depends sometimes on how you pick up the bead, if you pick up enough or not. I'm still working on that, on actually picking up bigger beads. But yeah, I'm just making sure everything is smooth on the sides, on top. And this application went very quickly or smoothly, I would say, because I don't know, I just like certain nail beds you can work easier with, because like flatter nail beds are easier to work with, in my opinion. So it was kind of a breeze to work on her nails. Yeah, I see me struggling to take out that little piece of acrylic. That's so funny to me. I'm like, just take it off with your fingers, but sometimes I don't want to touch it. And then I keep struggling, I keep trying, but eventually I still have to use my fingers. So embarrassing. Not really, but you know, yeah, I get what I'm saying. Fun fact, me and this client have almost the same birthday. Like, we're both Tauruses. And another fun fact, we both have a heart, the same heart tattooed on the same finger, but just she has it at the top, I have it at the bottom of my finger. That's so funny. Like, isn't that like a coincidence? Is it the universe or something? I don't know. But yeah, so I would love to know if you guys have experienced this too, because lately I've been getting a lot of clients that have either the same birthday as me, or they're the same sign and our birthdays are like in the same week or something. And before I started doing nails, I I didn't know anybody that had the same birthday as me. Like maybe one or two. But now it's like at this point I know like 5 people with my same birthday. It's just weird to me. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just rambling. So I'm just gonna zip it so you guys can watch. Okay, bye. Okay, so after applying, before you you start filing, you have to tap it, or I tap it at least, to hear like a ticking sound, so you know it's ready, like it's cured and dry, so you can start filing. You don't want to start filing when it's wet, because of course you're gonna ruin the work you just put in. So I start filing on the sides, on the free edge, and you keep your file straight so you don't dig into the skin, and also so you don't make your nail crooked, you know. It gotta be straight and sharp. Straight and sharp, that's what we're going for. So I'm just making sure the shape is nice, so then I can go in with my 5-in-1 bit and seal the cuticle at the end, so we can go ahead and start with the design. So instead of having my client get up and wash her nails, her hand, I keep saying nails, I don't know why. Anyway, she doesn't need to wash her hands. I just clean it up with my prep, which I believe has acetone and alcohol in it. It also helps with smoothing the nail a little bit for the gel application. As you can see, I just made a mistake, but you just clean it up and you start over. I'm still like a bit slow and I still struggle with my technique. Sometimes I start using one technique to paint the French and then I notice like it's not really working. So I switch to another one until I find the right technique. Most of the time, by the time I figured it out, I'm going to the second hand. So I just make sure that even though I'm switching techniques, that it still looks the same in the end. You know, like I said in my previous video, I'm still learning and I'm still trying to perfect my craft every day. So it's a process and I don't stress myself too much. In the beginning, I used to, but now I've just accepted that it's a learning process and to enjoy like the process, the journey. Yeah, so don't stress yourself too much. I'm now just, obviously you can tell I'm filling in the French, and I'm just gonna do the same on the rest of the fingers, and then we're gonna do the exciting part, which is my favorite part, is painting the flames. So I'll be back when we're there, okay? Since we're gonna use pigment on top of the flames, you wanna make sure that you clean the French before you start the painting of the flames, because the pigment is supposed to stick to the gel polish. So if you don't clean the black underneath the flames, it's gonna stick to the black as well, and all your hard work is going to be ruined. So what I'm doing here is pretty simple. I start with a U, the letter U, and then I just connect it, and you're gonna see I go down with it in a straight line underneath the U, and then the line doesn't really need to be that straight. Since it's a flame, you can like play around with it and give it some swirls or like a little curve. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but y'all can just watch how I do it. And make sure the points at the end are always like super thin. I hate thick flames. It just looks ugly to me. So just make sure you make it thin, okay guys? The way I do it, or I make sure I get like thinner ends, is just to put less pressure on the brush. So the more pressure you put on the brush, the thicker the line, and the less pressure, of course, the thinner. So you want to go from medium pressure to light pressure to almost nothing, and that's how you create like a seamless line that goes from thick to thin. After painting the flames, you just cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then now we're gonna get ready to put on the pigment. So it's just very simple. You can take a brush, even like a small brush, and apply it, but to me, using this makeup sponge is the easiest way, so that's what I'm doing. It just looks so nice, guys. Like I don't know, I like pink and I like black, so like it's just chef's kiss. So yeah, after you rub it in, you just dust it off the same way you do with a chrome, kind of. And then you can tell on that finger there's a little bit stuck on the black, and I'm gonna remove that with some prep. I use prep for everything, honestly. And that's all you have to do is dust it off, and whatever is still on the nail that's not supposed to be there, you just clean it with some alcohol or some acetone, and then you just top coat it and put it in the lamp. It's that easy, guys. Like, it's super easy, and it looks so freaking cute. I cannot handle it. It's just so pretty to me. But yeah, that's all I did. Like, it was a long process though. We were there for like 3 hours. I don't know. Like, when you're talking also, it just takes longer. I don't know. But I mean, it was worth it. So would I do it again? Yes, I would definitely do it again. So if y'all want, please book this. I have it on my site. Book this so we can do this. I would like to do it in different colors too. I like doing like cute designs, and I don't know, I just like my job. That's a blessing. It is really a blessing to enjoy what you do. So, and I feel like it shows also in your work. When you enjoy what you do, people can notice. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying, but I hope y'all get what I'm saying too. Because I just be talking, but I mean, what do y'all want to know? Like, I would like to know if y'all have like questions for me, because I really don't know what else to talk about besides what I'm showing. But I would like to, like, I don't know, answer questions and stuff if y'all have them. So put them in the comments or send me a DM or something. I'm very nice. I'm a very nice person. I'm not lying. I'm a very nice person. So if you want to ask me something, I would answer. Just don't ask me for the secret recipe from KFC or something, because I ain't got it. Okay? Period. I just had to like come back real quick to tell y'all, look at the apex. Like, I'm just obsessed with seeing the progress I've made. Maybe one day I'm gonna show you guys how I started, like the nails that I did before. Like, they weren't that bad, like they weren't horrible, but they were so thick, thicker than a Snicker. Like, I'm serious. Like, why do I keep saying like so many times? I'm not gonna do this over. Like, I'm not gonna do this voiceover again. So y'all gonna get what comes out of my mouth, okay? But yeah, we all start somewhere, and it's like so satisfying to see the growth and how far you've come in a certain period of time. Sometimes you can't even see where you're going, and then when you look back, you're like, damn, did I do that? Yes. And I don't know, it's just satisfying to see. It's motivating too. Like, if you can get there when you thought you couldn't and you still did it, imagine what else you can do. Just imagine. That's where I'm at right now in life. So, I don't want to start talking about my life, but yeah, that's where I'm at. And maybe this can help somebody. Just keep going, because this is just 8 months doing acrylics, and I don't even do them that often because I don't have a lot of clients that for acrylic yet. I'm still building my clientele. I have like a few. So I've been really practicing on myself a lot, and this is the result. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, how can I say? Life is good. This is like the last step before applying cuticle oil for me. I like to file the free edge to make it super sharp, because sometimes when you use gel, it might get on the edge and it kind of messes up the shape a little bit. So I like to file it again and to clean it up. I usually use the 180 side of the file because it's smoother, so you won't have ridges in the acrylic at the end. So yeah, that's all I'm doing now. Putting cuticle oil, I put it on with a brush, you know, trying to be fancy and stuff. But after that, I usually rub in hand cream for my clients, give them a little massage, you know, some special treatment. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Bye.